Hello and welcome to Scale War Machines. Time for another guide looking at popular modelling products. Here's what we'll be looking at this time. We've received some more books from Mr. Black Publications. They're part of the Scale Model Handbook series, and we're going to be reviewing them one by one. In this video we're going to be focusing on the WWII Special, which is quite a new release. It's been sent to us for review by Stelios, the founder of Mr. Black Publications, which is a publishing house that was founded in 2011. If you've seen our other videos, you'll know the quality of these publications. They all take a similar format, which is that each title is dedicated to one particular area. All the books feature award-winning models, step-by-step instructions. In this case you've got dioramas, vignettes, and lots of tips and techniques. Some of the other titles that we'll review another time are dedicated to figure modelling. This one, however, has a wide appeal because it is a WWII Special, and therefore the scope is much wider. There's also vehicles, as well as figures and dioramas and vignettes. There's 80 or so pages, and it's in the usual format, which is the matte bookazine format, with this matte non-reflective cover on excellent art paper. And within you'll see that, as with our other reviews, the quality of the page layout as well as the written English is excellent. Let's take a look at what's inside. There's plenty of space given to step-by-steps, all of which is illustrated with excellent artwork and very detailed and useful commentary. There's always plenty of information on the kit manufacturer as well as all the materials used. So there's 15 builds or articles in the book, and they span all of WWII and are in different scales. The first article is Deutsche Afrika Korps, North Africa 1942, which is a great feature. It shows the use of the Tamiya Panzer Kampfwagen II kits, as well as some of their Afrika Korps figures. There's a really pleasing level of detail in terms of how the concept was conceived, how the standard kit figures from Tamiya were improved. There's also plenty of information for armour modelers to get stuck into, including how it was cross-kitted. This shows how the appeal isn't just centred on figures but also armour modelers. All the painting is of course explained, including the techniques used, and then concluding shots showing the finished diorama. All highly inspirational. The next one is Tamiya's Simca 5, built on an Eastern Front mud vignette. The quality of this model is amazing. Useful to get insight into how it was converted slightly using enhancements to open up the bodywork. Plenty of evidence of all the putty work that was put in to convert it. So that will inspire people who maybe are attempting their first sculpted conversions using putty. This is the sort of thing we love, all these detail shots, fantastic and really inspirational. That's 1/35th scale, obviously. Let's move on. Up next is a 1/35th scale figure from Kharkov in 1943 that's painted using acrylics and oils. Valuable insight there for model makers looking to paint with oils if they don't already, and also to mix media, so oils and acrylics. This is more challenging, painting Waffen-SS plain tree camouflage smocks. Something we've always found really challenging, and here it's explained on this fantastic figure. So it's excellent help for those figure painters looking to replicate this, to have this sort of step-by-step format. It's not just German figures though. The US bar gunner, an Alpine Miniatures 50mm figure, 1/35th scale, forms the basis of another step-by-step article. What's interesting about this one is it's been painted using enamels, in this case Tamiya enamels. Next up, a Japanese officer. Again, plenty of detail, lots of information on how the vegetation was created. We've also got larger scales, a 120mm bust, that's 1/16th scale. Another Deutsche Afrika Korps subject. That's a briefer article. And 1/10th scale on the edge of no man's land, looking at a Life Miniatures 180mm or 1/10th scale bust. This one's especially useful and interesting and highly subtle technique for painting the face. Even if you're not the world's greatest figure painter, this is just such an inspiration and might help you build confidence to try all these different techniques and see what works for you. Lovely full page spreads there. There's also a WWII 1941, the DAC is here, that's a couple more Alpine miniatures figures. Stalingrad 1942, this is just using out of the box master box figures. A larger scale bust is painted using enamels. This is a Young's miniatures bust. Again, really impressive. Here we can see some tips about preparing injection moulded figures, that's fantastic. And a diorama here on Blitzkrieg, again using the master box figures. There's an award-winning model, it's a Royal Armoured Corps AFV Crewman. There's one final one, a vignette, the Battle of Moscow 1941 to 42, again 1/35th scale using Alpine miniatures figures, and of course there's the snow there. So that's interesting to see a winter scene that rounds everything off. There's plenty of other books in this high quality series, you can see them there, we've reviewed other ones, so have a look at them in our videos. There you have it, an inspirational new release from Mr. Black Publications, Scale Model Handbook. There's plenty in there, plenty of content, and a wide spectrum of different techniques and solutions to modelling problems. An excellent publication of the standard we're used to, and it's highly recommended. Don't forget to add Scale War Machines to your favourites, and stay tuned for more how-to guides. That's all for now. Bye.
Subscribe for our latest videos.